how silent seasons, like, yeah, you are in the right place today. So thank you so much for clicking today's video, and you're not here by accident, so you're meant to listen to this today. And I hope today resonated with you. So yeah, because you are in a season where you pray so hard, like you cry about it, you beg for a sign, you ask God, the universe, or whatever that you believe in, please just show me that I'm not walking the wrong path, but instead of receiving an answer, you just receive silence, right? Like no breakthrough, no miracle, no sudden change, just silence. And honestly, sometimes silence hurts more than rejections, because when something ends, at least you know it ended, right? When a door closes, at least you know you need to find another door. But when you are waiting, when you are hoping, when you are believing and nothing seems to move, that is one of the hardest places for a human to exist, right? Because your mind starts asking, did I do something wrong? Am I being forgotten? Why is everyone else moving forward while I'm still here? Why haven't my prayers been answered yet? But today, I want to remind you of something. A silent season does not mean that you have been abandoned, alright? Sometimes silence is not the absence of an answer, okay? Sometimes silence is where the answer is being created, right? Because there is the invincible work happening beneath the surface, We live in a world where we only celebrate visible results. I'm sorry, my hair. Okay, yeah. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, so we basically, like, for instance, like, we celebrate promotion, relationship, money, achievements, transformations, but nobody actually, like, celebrates the hidden seasons, because the season where you wake up every single day and choose to keep going, the seasons where you are healing wounds, traumas, nobody knows about it because you have been hiding from them, because seasons where you are becoming someone new but nobody can see it, Think about the seed. Okay, I know that I've been talking about this thing, but I'm gonna talk about it again. Okay, think about a seed. When you plant a seed into the ground for a while, nothing happens, right? You water it, you protect it, you wait, and from the outside, it looks like nothing is changing. But underneath the soil, okay, something is happening. Something is happening. Roots are actually growing. Foundation is actually forming. The seed is preparing for the moment it breaks through, right? And sometimes your life works the same way. You think nothing is happening because you cannot see the progress. But maybe your roots are growing. Maybe your character is strengthening. Maybe you are becoming emotionally ready for the blessings that you have been asking for. Because sometimes getting what you pray for too early will destroy the version of you that receive it, Because you see, why some prayers take time? I know waiting is painful, right? Especially when your heart is ready. Your heart is ready. You feel like, oh, I have learned my lessons. I've changed. I'm finally ready. So why is it taking so long? But sometimes the timing is not about like whether you deserve something. It is about whether you are prepared to carry it or not. Imagine asking for a bigger life, but still carrying the mindset of your old self. It doesn't add up, okay? Imagine asking for love, but still believing you are unworthy of being loved. Okay? Imagine asking for success, but still being controlled by fear and self-doubt. sometimes the delay is not punishment. Sometimes the delay is preparations, right? Sometimes life is not saying no to you, right? Sometimes life is saying that not yet. Not yet. Become the person who can hold this without losing yourself. Because there are blessings that require a stronger version of you. There are opportunities that require wisdom from you. There are relationships that require healing. There are dreams that require patience. And the person that you are becoming during the waiting season, that person, which is you, matters. Okay, that person matters. Your future are actually building. You are becoming someone. Okay, so you see, one of the hardest things about silent seasons is watching other people receive what you have been praying for. Someone gets married, someone gets their dream job, someone gets their dream relationship, someone becomes so successful overnight, someone gets the opportunity that you wanted, and you find yourself asking, oh, why them and not me? Right, I've been trying so hard. Okay, you're telling to yourself, oh, you know what, I've been trying so hard, I've been patient, I've been praying, I've been consistent. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? Stuck here in the loop. But remember this, you're not behind. Okay, you are on your own divine timeline. Let's not compare your timeline with other people. A flower does not look at another flower and say that, oh, why did you bloom before me? Okay, so a tree does not look at another tree and say that, oh, why are you taller than me? Everything in nature grows according to its own season, right? And so do you, okay? Your journey is not late, okay? Your turn is not delayed. Your story is not delayed. Your life is not passing you by just because someone else's chapter open today, does not mean that yours has been cancelled, right? Your chapter is still being written. Because learning to trust without evidence. The hardest type of faith is not living when everything is going well, right? The hardest faith is believing when nothing makes sense. When you have no proof, no confirmation, no guarantee, just a quiet feeling inside, basically telling you, keep going, choose that, okay? Choose that path, why not? Maybe today you need to stop looking for signs everywhere and start trusting the process, okay? Trust that every closed door redirected you. Trust that every heartbreak taught you. Trust that every failure actually shaped you into who you're supposed to be. Trust that every lonely night built strength inside you. Okay? Because one day you may look back at this season and realize that, oh, that was why it had to happen that way. That was why I had to wait. That was why things didn't happen when I wanted them to. Sometimes the answer only become clear when you're standing on the other side, okay? So your silent season is not empty. If you are currently in silent season right now, I want you to hear this. You are not forgotten. You are not invincible. You are not being ignored. Your prayers are not disappearing into nothingness, because the growth happening inside you actually matters for you. The lessons that you are learning now actually matters. The strength that you are building actually matters. Even when nobody applauds you, even nobody notices, even nobody support you, even nobody trust you, even when you feel like you're standing still and alone, you're still becoming. I'm back. Okay, so remember, the caterpillar does not know it is becoming a butterfly. Inside the cocoon, everything feels dark, right? Okay. Everything feels uncertain, but transformation is happening, and maybe this season feels uncomfortable because you are outgrowing the person that you used to be, right? Okay, so if you're waiting for something today, a healing, a relationship, a dream, a breakthrough, a new beginning, remember this. Your waiting season is not wasted time, it is preparation, it is growth, it is a becoming phase, you know. Do not let silence or convince you that nothing's happening. Sometimes the biggest miracles happen quietly before the world sees the world flower, you know. Like there is a season where the roots actually like grow before the sunrise. There's a moment where the sky is like completely dark, you know, like, and before your next chapter begins. There may be a seasons that where everything feels so uncertain for you, but you know what, keep believing, keep becoming, keep showing up, you know, like, because what is meant for you will not miss you. And when the right moment arrives, you will understand why you had to wait. Right? Like, maybe, you know, maybe your prayer has not been answered yet because something even greater is actually being prepared for you. Something far beyond your imaginations. Okay? So, I want you to trust the silence, trust the process, trust that your story is still unfolding. Okay, you're still breathing right now. Okay, you're not forgotten. Okay, so remember, your waiting season is not actually a punishment, it is a preparation for the person that you are actually becoming. Alright, so that's all for today, and thank you so much for listening until the end. Alright, so bye bye.